right. We got Why Disney World is a Nightmare Part 2 from your boy Big T.
Oh, but Tucker, you already made a video about all the things you don't like about Disney parks. Who are you, my
Really?
mom? Let a brother do a sequel, for Christ's sake. And this isn't gonna be a crappy direct-to-video sequel like Beauty and the Beast 2 with that horrific animation.
Bro, I am so out of touch with Disney. I had no idea there was like a cartoon sequel to Beauty and the Beast. Jesus. Like when I was growing up, I used to watch all these like Disney cartoons. I remember going to my buddy's house and he had like all the Disney movies on VHS. Back in the day when you had those like VHS shelves with all the videos in the like the little plastic cases and whatnot. Yeah, I used to love watching all the Disney cartoons.
I just have more beef with Disney parks that I can't.
Holy shit. Is this the actual map? This is crazy. I mean, this is like an what's the word? Architectical feat of extraordinary proportions. This is cool. Just from like a logistic standpoint, this is just flat out cool. Like I've never been to Disney World or Disneyland. I was talking to my buddy like a couple days ago, and apparently there is a difference. Disney World's the one in Florida, and Disneyland is the one in like Cali. So I was like, oh wow, okay. Didn't even know that there were two different places. Yeah, because mainly I think my family was like just straight up too poor to go to either one of these things. So I'm just gonna go out on a limb and just say this stuff is like cool to look at, but I would probably also say that this isn't the most affordable place to go either.
Can't air out to people in the real world because they'll call me a nerd and probably punch me really hard. So I'm gonna do it on the internet for you guys. I'm just a closeted Disney adult who isn't a full fan of the brand, if that makes sense. Which luckily gives me enough perspective to realize that the place where dreams come true is actually a reoccurring nightmare. Is Disney World's main plan to take as much money from the consumer while coasting off of reputation alone? Yes. Am I also a man-child? Also yes. But
honestly, who isn't at this point, dude?
only a man-child could properly explain why a children's theme park is getting ruined by adults. Today I stand up for what I believe in. Today I'm coming for the mouse's throat. Not in a murder way. Not in a Rule 34. Oh, I'm not going to put that in the video.
Oh, that's for the Patreon version.
So for some reason, Disney has become synonymous with good food. I don't know why this...
Really? I mean, at least Disney has to put up a dub somewhere, because it damn sure isn't the movies anymore.
Happened, or when this happened. When I was a kid, this wasn't a thing. In the early 2000s, all they had was like Mickey Mouse ice cream bars and Dole Whip and McDonald's French fries for some reason. In the early 2000s, they had French fry stands. But this was before Super Size Me came out, so people weren't aware of the childhood epidemic of obesity. So Disney stopped doing it, is what I'm saying. But Disney has...
Oh, that's so funny. I remember, wasn't there like some promotional thing with like McDonald's and Disney? Like they do that shit tons of times. Whenever like a new Disney movie pops out, they make like all the little tiny Disney toys and whatever. And then inside the McDonald's, there was like a stand, and in the stand there was like a plastic case that where you could see like all the types of toys that you could get, and it was like, what is it? Whenever you got your Happy Meal, you usually got like an age appropriate toy, or well, it doesn't matter, but it's a fucking Happy Meal. You can get a goddamn toy anyway. And I was just like super excited to just get the damn toy.
Weirdly taken the reputation of being good with food and ran with it. And when I say ran with it, I mean they ran too far. Like they ran out of the building into 3-lane traffic. So I have compiled a list of the dumbest food you can buy at Disney, because if we don't call them out on it now, then they're gonna start selling mouse spit in a commemorative $14 mug. Up first, we have the pickle milkshake.
Ew. There's no shot that this is, I mean, I guess it is, but like, bro, who the fuck is getting this? You are so weird. To offset the fermentation of cucumbers and like salty pickles with like probably even more sugar to make it even like palatable, like remotely palatable. This is like This is like what I was gonna say is like this is like a vegan shake, but then I'm like, it's a milkshake. There's still fucking dairy in it. So like I couldn't even get that right. um, even if you're a vegan, you can't even drink this because who knows? Like, is the whipped cream dairy is like there's those are like milk in here. Like this is so weird.
Heinous. Quick question, has anyone ever polished off an entire glass of whole milk and thought to themselves, you know what would complete this creamy concoction? A fucking pickle. Well, despite the obvious nearsightedness, something that Disney has never shied away from, we have been granted the beautiful pickle milkshake. Now, I'm not a religious man, but quick question to...
What an absolute clown of a food. No one is going to Disney and they're saying, God, you know what would make this better? A pickle milkshake. I can understand you getting it like once just to try like the novelty of it. And even so, you don't even need to get a large or a medium, if anything. If there's like a sample size, like under small, like half a small or some shit, yeah, I could get it. But like even like a small, I'd be like, nah.
To the Bible thumpers out there, what kind of God would allow this? You can pick up this little number from Epcot for a cool $6, which is great because when you're...
$6? $6? But like, what is this? Bro, this is like a jumbo baby food jar or like a can of jelly or whatever for $6. Fuck out of here, dude. Hell no. I mean, but to be honest, this is probably about the same price as like a bottle of water.
Drinking around the world, you can use this to induce vomiting. I can't imagine this exists for any other reason than for people to make content about it, and that's what I'm doing. That's what I'm doing. God damn it, the mouse always wins. Ooh. The mouse always wins. That's like the house always wins. I'm gonna make that the title of this video, maybe. Next up, we have the pulled pork jelly sandwich.
This doesn't sound completely terrible. Knee-jerk reaction. Pulled pork jelly? What kind of jelly? I mean, if you think about like without the jelly and you think pulled pork sandwich, and you think about like slathering a shitload of barbecue sauce on this shit, there's a shitload of sugar in the barbecue sauce already. So stretching it out to like just put jelly on there, it's not too much of a stretch for your imagination. So I think I would give this a pass and probably be like, oh yeah, try it.
God damn, am I proud to be an American. Now, I think we all can agree there's a certain beauty to giving up and accepting death when you're eating food. This sandwich combines the heart-stopping power of pulled pork with the diabetes-inducing sweetness of a...
I mean, yeah, like, just look, if this is like the actual thing, this thing is like just glistening. Look at this. I mean... Well, to be honest, or to be fair, like, nobody's getting a pulled pork sandwich and thinking, oh, this is going to be, like, healthy. No one is thinking that. So, whenever you, like, are ready to, like, spend money on, like, good-tasting food, you kind of have to go in prepared to essentially just assault your stomach with, like, these heavily, like, salty, sugary, fatty foods, because... Yes, there's probably some places in Disney where you can get like healthy options or whatever, but like if I'm getting this sandwich, I am buying this sandwich knowing that it's going to be riddled with like sugar, salt, and fat. All right? You can't really, that's like no one's forcing you to get the sandwich. If I do get this clown show of a sandwich, it better taste fucking good, okay?
Jelly donut. Raving reviews of this sandwich say it tastes like, and this is a direct quote, someone put pulled pork inside a jelly donut. Riveting stuff. According to cast members, the jelly donuts are actually just Krispy Kreme donuts that are shipped in and cut in half. But most cast members are just teenagers that are on unpaid internships, so take everything they say with a grain of salt. You guys can grab this one at the 8 Spoons Cafe at the Animal Kingdom, the worst kingdom in Disney, for $6.99, just a few cents more.
Wait, Mickey pretzel with cheese. Assorted chips. $3. What is that? Like those little variety packs of chips that you can get inside Walmart where it comes with like 16 different bags or whatever, and it's like 4, 4, 4, and 4, and then there's like Doritos. No, this is what it is. It's like the nacho Doritos, the Cool Ranch Doritos, or it'll be like nacho Doritos, Funyuns, and then it'll be like the basic bitch Lays in the yellow bag that nobody wants, and then it'll be the crunchy, what do you call it? The crunchy Cheetos. And everybody usually takes the Doritos first, and then after that, I think it's like a toss up between like either the Lay, well, not really, no one, like usually the Lays and the what do you call it, and the crunchy Cheetos are always like left for last, really. Like I think I would probably take like a crunchy Cheeto over like a bland ass Lay or whatever. And if this is the joke ass price of like $3, like damn. And I was not too far off. This is over. That little pickle drink was like $6. A bottle of water is $3.50, which is like astounding to me. And it's like, oh, you want flavor for your liquid? It'll be another 50 cents, $4 for a soda. Corona, $9 for a Corona. Jesus, like, bro, like, yes, there are people that go to this place, and not just this little cafe, whatever. This price is probably like, these prices are a symptom of the entirety of Disney World. Like, it's just too fucking expensive to go here. Like, I would imagine the tickets are expensive as fuck. Then you have to travel there. That costs money. Then you, depending on how long you stay, you got to get like a hotel, motel, whatever. There's that. You got to have a place to stay. And then while you're there, depending on how you got there, like in the parking lot, or sometimes they'll have like a bus service, or like you have to Uber like from your parking lot or whatever. You take the bus into Disney World and you pay for the tickets, whatever. And then you get all the food and whatnot. And then, yeah, it's just crazy, man. It's the pure logistics of it. It's like you're completely exhausting all of your money into this place.
More than the Mickey pretzel with cheese. What is a Mickey pretzel? I don't want to know. And then we have the King Dog. That's it?
What's this?
That's the whole title. King Dog. You can find this delicious treat at the Hot Diggity Dog food truck, which I understand is a reference to the Mickey Mouse Clubhouse, but I will never visit it because I would have to ask a cast member, hey, how do I get to the Hot Diggity Dog food truck? And I have some self-respect. But you can't just ask for the King Dog. Oh no. Oh no. It's a secret food item, much like the Flying Dutchman of In-N-Out or the Mickey
Really?
gangbang at McDonald's. But you can't just ask for a King Dog. No, you have to do something way worse. You have to walk up to the food stand, look the employee straight in the eyes and say, hot dog, hot diggity dog. And at that point, they'll either offer you the King Dog or they will give you a loaded .22 Magnum with 1 bullet for personal use. It comes
Bro, there's no shot I'm saying the dumb shit. What is this? Like a fucking churro? Like a gigantic churro with like what is this? Like 1 hot dog, 2 hot dog, with like 2 hot dogs, some bacon, some sort of sauce, and then what is this, like peanuts? This is like Disney World is like the place you go to for like weird food combinations. It seems. Okay, and then you got like a bacon here, bacon there. I mean, if it tastes good, great, but like knee-jerk reaction, I'd probably take like 1 bite and be like, meh. It's probably riddled with like, I mean, it probably, honestly, it wouldn't taste bad. It's just, bro, like for me, you probably gotta cut this shit in half. Like, damn, dude.
On a French toast battered cereal crusted bun and is topped with spicy peanut butter spread, banana honey mustard, and chipotle berry preserves.
So they literally just take like a peanut butter sandwich and just slam a hot dog in there with whatever this bread is. He said like something like cereal something.
Bit of bacon, which to be fair sounds like a pretty goddamn good hot dog. But in all sincerity, f Disney, because the only way I would ever be able to eat this is if I traded in my pride for Harper. And finally, to end this list, we have the cheeseburger spring roll. Once again.
Okay. Cheeseburger spring roll, and obviously it's deep fried. Again, if you're going into any of these places and expecting some sort of health food option, you are a clown. You have to go into this place knowing that you're just like sacrificing a portion of your health when you go in here to get these like wonky foods.
and proud to be an American. Take a trip to Adventureland in the Magic Kingdom to find this not-so-delicate delicacy. Adventureland takes on a whole new meaning when you're playing games with your colon and don't know the distance to every bathroom around you. In essence, these things are just spring rolls stuffed with hamburger meat and cheese, and then they come with like a Big Mac-style dipping sauce. Being the most expensive item on our list,
cheeseburger spring roll served with 2 rolls. I guess this is it. Oh, $9.50. Okay, these better be like fucking worth it, dude. Like, damn. Okay, and that was B. 50th celebration spring roll served with 2 rolls. Pastrami, pepper jack, and mustard dipping sauce. This is like cold cuts wrapped in a spring roll, deep fried, and served with like some sauce. Or C, one of each. $9.50. Damn. I don't know if this is like the most lazy. Oh my god. This is so funny right down here. Is it this place the sodas were like $3.50, but this place the sodas are $4.50? Like, what are the sizes for this shit? And look at the bottle. Oh, what is this? Dasani? I can tell that's fucking Dasani. Nobody likes fucking Dasani, dude. Anytime I go to like Walmart to like get like some bottled water or whatever, I will always see, you know, and then you got like the pallets of like cases of water and whatnot. I will always see the Dasani pallet perfectly full at all times. There might be like 1 or 2 cases that are gone, but like every other brand of water is just out. There's always Dasani. Why? Because Dasani water tastes like ass. All right, you could taste the chemicals, you could taste the fluoride. It's like the most lazy fucking bottled water known to man. Dasani is dog shit. And then the clown show that is this price of $5.50 for a smart water. Fuck this, dude. You cannot be like some what do you call it? You cannot be some like middle class person going to like Disney World and expecting to have like a modest time. It's like bro, you might as well go to a fucking Las Vegas and go gamble or whatever, because at least when you go gamble, there's like a chance of you getting your money back. With this, it's just like, what are you doing? $5.50 for a bottle of water? Fuck off.
Walking in at about $10.
I'm actually surprised he hasn't mentioned the prices of any of this food. He's just mentioning like the hilarious like food combinations.
The 2 of them, who could say no to such an obviously bad idea? I also want to point out that the egg roll food truck these things come out of only have pepperoni pizza flavor and burger flavor, so that you cannot get an authentic egg roll at Disney World. You have to go with these American versions of them. All that work to make up for the cultural appropriation of the 90s movies, and you threw it all away, Bobby boy. What are you doing? But speaking of learning about other cultures, ladies and gentlemen, do I have a whole ad for you? Hey, quick question.
Oh, boy.
You guys not talk so good? Would you rather jump ship on your native language and learn something a little bit more your vibe? Well, let me present to you Babbel.
Because some of the comments on my YouTube tell me I talk funny and say like I say or like too much, which is fair. I know I'm trying to get better with that. Maybe I should learn I mean, because like whenever I'm like listening to like some Spanish people talk, the synonymous thing for is like e. It'll be like e. It'll be like something like that.
Is one of the top language learning apps in the world. With intuitive lessons that help you learn a language through real-life conversations, there's a reason why it's so popular. Personally, I've always wanted to learn Spanish because the guys in the back of the house at my bartending gigs would always talk smack about me, and I wanted to know what they were saying. And somehow, after taking 12 years of Spanish through middle and high school, I retained none of the information. I don't know anything. But with Babbel's lessons designed by real language teachers and also their conversational approach to language learning, I'm doing better than I ever have in learning a second language department.
Soy Juan.
Second language.
Tú eres Lucia.
Es el señor Campos.
Usted es el señor Campos. You are Mr. Campos. I'm nailing this.
Now when I go to Spanish-speaking countries, I don't have to feel like an absolute burden when I'm walking around. And with their
Nice.
20-day money-back guarantee, you don't got a lot to lose when it comes to trying to, improve your ability to connect with other human beings, am I right? Start speaking a new language in just 3 weeks with Babbel, and use the link in my description to get 60% off your first subscription. Thank you to Babbel for sponsoring this video. Babbel, learn words good now. Learn good words now.
Oh man, bro, like there was a time like a couple months ago where I was trying to like increase my vocabulary with like some word of the day app or whatever, and I'm still like learning like a word of the day, but damn, the English language is like fucking hilarious, dude. People suck a lot.
So now that we have covered all the food that makes Disney World obnoxious, let's talk about the obnoxious people that eats that obnoxious food. Disney World is far from perfect, but it would be a little bit more perfect if there weren't the 20,000 people there with you that show up on any given day. And if these people were normal, or at the very least bearable, it wouldn't be an issue. But this is Disney World. And Disney World attracts shitty people like white cheddar Cheez-Its attract me. So I've compiled the list.
Bro, white cheddar Cheez-Its are fucking bomb. What are you doing talking shit about white cheddar Cheez-Its? Those are like the best Cheez-Its.
Of the people you should look out for the next time you want to take a trip to the castle in the swamp. Up first, obviously, we have the content creators. Now, am I shooting myself in the foot when I eventually go to Disney World and start filming it in order to profit off of a vacation? Yes, I am. But if you see someone holding up a Dole Whip a little bit too close to their face and they're staring into their camera's monitor instead of paying attention to the park they paid a bunch of money to go to, then you're dealing with a content creator. Shockingly, making content at Disney World.
Tips on becoming a successful Disney content creator. I never really have seen any real like content creators come out of like Disney. At least like that's not my my YouTube algo is not really. I've never really seen like any Disney content creators in my YouTube or whatever. I will say, the one time I did have like some Disney shit in my YouTube, it would always be the Gaston, like maybe it was years ago, but like the Gaston guy. And it would always be like some girls like trying to like feel up on him, and he just wasn't having it. And he'd have to like call the security over constantly because the girls were like acting like inappropriate around him. So I was like, damn, that shit's funny. And like the little feats of strengths that he always does. He'll bust out some random just cranking just one arm push-ups against someone that like wants to challenge him for some shit. It's like, oh, that's friendly, that's cool. So I think like the Gaston guy is pretty cool, but that's about the extent of my knowledge of like any Disney content creation, anything.
World is a weirdly lucrative industry. There are people who make a bunch of money going to Disney World, either by blogging their day-to-day experience by going every day and letting poor people live vicariously through them while they're on break at Walmart, or they go to review the stupid food I just mentioned, or to try new rides with.
Bro, I can't get over that fucking pickle shake. That is such a meme.
IPs that make no goddamn sense. But because they're there to make a profit, they will often care very little about the actual human beings around them. They're just a general nuisance, and they will do things such as not looking where they're walking when they're staring directly into the camera they're talking to for their audience. Talk very loudly and act like they're very important when they're standing.
This is just a joke. Offhand Disney, I love your content. Okay.
Standing right next to you in a line. And they will expect preferential treatment even though they are probably one of the least important people on this very earth.
Really? They have signs there that say you can't like record or take pictures? I don't know how true that is, because if they're letting all these content creators in there do that shit, well, then it's like, it's more of a guideline than actual rule.
Just avoid them when you can. It's not hard to miss them with their selfie sticks and their girlfriends with way too much gum in their smile. That was mean, but it's accurate. Then we have people who drink around the world. My God. My God, what happened to my beautiful park? In recent years, it has become tradition to grab a drink at every mini country within the park limits. And this is, quite literally, an impossible thing to do. I don't know why it's treated as such a family-friendly event. It is pretty dangerous. There are 11 countries that serve alcohol at Epcot, so you are having at least 11 beers. And a lot of people get mixed drinks when they do this. And 11 drinks is a lot, especially when you're standing in the hot Florida sun and not hydrating at all. This leads to late 20, early 30-year-olds falling blackout drunk in the park and having someone dressed up as Goofy escort them out. Avoid these people for obvious reasons, lest you get puke on your $50 Mickey Mouse t-shirt.
That's funny.
I get that Epcot is kind of a drag, but getting blackout drunk is not the solution. It might be. It might be the solution, but let's stop it at 6. And then we have.
Bro, that's like the adult experience at Disney World, I would guess. I mean, you're just doing nothing but like walking in the hot sun because it's either Florida or California. And if you want to go in good weather, you're probably going to go on a cloudless day, bright blue sky, sun beaming down on you. If you're lucky, it'll be like 72-ish, but most likely it's probably hot as fuck. So yeah, you're walking constantly, your feet hurt because you're walking on cement, and you're just taking a little drink everywhere. And so you're walking and you're drunk and you're hot. So you're just like, yeah,
have the parents of the Disney vacations, and let's be honest, they're the only adults that should be in the park. I'm aware.
Yeah.
I'm aware that I'm an issue being 26, childless, going to a Disney park, and I can allow that. I can be two things. I can be self-aware and wrong at the same time.
But in the eyes of Disney, they don't care if you're a parent or you're just a single person, or if you don't even have kids. They don't care. They just want your money.
Parents have less than desirable traits when it comes to mingling with them in a crowded fireworks display, so I just want to go through
100% that conversation has happened at Disney at multiple points. Like if people just go there as adults without kids, they'll like bump into people or like just make like casual conversation with someone with a kid or something, and it'll be like the comment will be like, oh, so do you have kids? Where's your kids at? It's like, no, I don't have any kids. I just wanted to come here. I've never been here. So then the parents go back with like, oh yeah, oh that's nice. They'll do that whole thing.
the ones that you should avoid. We have the omnipresent dads who don't want to be there. You'll see a lot of these guys. Now, these guys you want to avoid, but for the exact opposite reasons of the influencers. Dads who don't want to be there, or how they're often referred to, DWDWTBTs, normally keep to themselves as much as possible. That is because if they have any kind of social interaction with a stranger, they're going to boil over into a fit of righteous fury. This is due to several factors, including but not limited to spending obscene amounts of money on something that their kids will either not remember or not appreciate, standing for hours in the hot Florida sun to get on a ride that they didn't even want to go on, dealing with overly sweet cast members when all they're looking for is a genuine human that they can talk about how much this sucks with, and once again, how much money they're spending. That's like 80%.
Okay, so he did mention the money. The Monsters Inc. water bottle, $30. Mickey ear headband, $40. Disneyland single day ticket, $164. Yeah, this is just like screams no thank you to me every day.
Of it, how pissed they are. You combine all that and what you're left with is a recipe for a swift punch in the back of the head for the first person that gets lippy with them in the line for Splash Mountain. Steer clear of the dads with 3 kids and a wife with Mickey ears on, because they would rather spend a whole day in Disney jail than hang out with the
Really? Disney jail is up here? Like, why are there windows? So whenever they're in their jail cell, they can just look out and be like, oh, you could be out here, but you're not. And it's above a confectionery, like bakery place. What the fuck?
The life they've created for themselves. Then we have the parents taking teens to Disney who do not want to be there. Are you having trouble connecting with your angsty teen? Well, boy howdy, let me tell you, taking them to Disney has never bridged that gap once in history. This is usually a sad final stab from a parent anticipating an empty nest. They're trying to reciprocate the bond they had with the kids when they were kids, but it's really just pouring gasoline on an angsty flame. I mean, I get it. If I was listening to Mom Jeans and I was upset about global warming and a dying capitalist system, the last thing I would want to see is a Wizard Mickey stage play. So that whole situation is going to be tense, especially with the dad who paid for too much and the kid who doesn't appreciate it.
Yeah, you know what's funny is like he hit the nail right on the head with like the type of kids or the age range of kids that are your target audience for this place, along with like the parents and whatnot, are the same kids that will probably not remember any of this, you know, ages like anywhere from like 2 to like 6, 7, 8. I mean, and then once you get into like the 12, 13, 14, 15, it's like it's still like pretty acceptable to like go there. And then, you know, once you reach like 17, 18, 19, it's like, what are you doing here? You're like a teenager. Shouldn't you be in college or whatever? Or like, shouldn't you be at your job or something? And then it's even worse the older you are. And like, if you still don't even have kids, it's like, what are you doing here?
So just learn to identify and separate from any group you see with this kind of energy. And then we have photographer parents. I hate these people. Oh my God, do I hate them? Hey, fun fact.
Oh yeah, because they're gonna ask you, hey, could you do me a favor and take a picture of us? No, thank you.
Did you know that nobody, and I mean nobody, wants to see a picture of your kid at Disney World? Even your kids, when they grow up and they flip through the photo album, they're not going to be excited to see a picture of them sitting on the lap of Pooh Bear any more than they would be sitting on the lap of you while you read them a book. Maybe just do that. And the photography parents always have like 7 kids, and they always want to take pictures in the middle of every, like, walking places. And I am not stopping. I will walk straight through that shit. I spent a lot of money to be here, and I'm not going to lose momentum on my way to Space Mountain just because you want to have a photo op of the time that everything was good and happy before the divorce. Once again, that was harsh. Something about these videos.
He's going in hard, dude.
take something in me.
Okay, responding to the hate.
So I just wanted to make a statement in this video. Being a Disney adult is a tough gig. It really is. I do my best to hide it from the general public. Not my best, but I don't tell the people in my real life about it because they'll be mean to me. When you tell people you're a Disney adult, you get some major pushback. Well, I don't use the term Disney adult. I just like, you know, Pixar. But when you say that, they're like, are you a...
I think it's 100% fine to go to like Disney World once and Disneyland once, even if you don't have kids, just for the novelty of it. I think that's fine. But any time it's more than once, I think you're just weird.
Child? And I say, no, I just had a childhood that never ended. That was cringe. But if I want to have a night watching Monsters Inc. with a glass of red wine, fuck you. I can do that. I don't have to explain myself. So I compiled a bunch of comments, mean comments from my last video talking about how much I liked Disney, and we're gonna go through them and we're gonna explain why they're all wrong. Okay? Okay. This one's from Ellie. Find an adult hobby. Okay, first of all, you clicked on the video. You clicked on the Disney video. Okay, so you were obviously curious as to what Disney was all about, so fuck you. But second of all, what is an adult hobby at this point in history, really? What is it?
I don't even think there's any adult hobby. And actually, my statement before, I kind of have to go back on it because apparently, I just thought about this. There's like, isn't Disney coming out? Aren't they like constantly trying to figure out new attractions and whatnot? Like I saw like some video where like they're doing the you can walk in place on like a floor with those little cones and discs and whatever. So you can walk on the floor and essentially just like walk in place, and then you got like a VR thing on top of you. It's not like perfected or whatever, but like I can understand going back to Disney multiple times when like an attraction is like just released. It's like, oh, new attraction, look at this new technology that we're doing, because like the inventor guy of some of these attractions has like 50 or 60 plus patents on his like little unique inventions. And just to go experience a thing from Disney and that inventor dude, I think is pretty cool. And it's like, if you can support that, then yeah, I get it. I don't really have an issue with that. But like, if you're going like multiple times a month, or like what are you doing? Or multiple times a year, even if a new attraction has not been released yet, like, come on. At that point, I'd have to like question like, what are you doing? But like, I can understand going back when like a new attraction is released. So yeah, I'll probably have to take back that.
Adult hobby. What, do I turn 25 and...
Oh, the whole adult hobby thing. It's really hard because like, what is an adult hobby? Like, yeah, you could say sports, but then again, I would argue sports as a concept is just like for kids. Like, you're just really good at it as an adult than versus when you were a kid. You're taking a child's pastime, you know, throwing a fucking football filled with air, having another person catch it, and then running into like another area. That's like a kid. That's a thing you do on a playground. But no, we're gonna pay someone like hundreds of millions of dollars to be like the quarterback and like whip that shit down the field in a fucking straight line and all this other shit. And then meanwhile, you got like 300, 400-pound dudes coming at you and like all padded up, ready to just take you out. And it's like, Jesus Christ. It's like, oh, because we add like contact to it, it's like it makes it more adult and whatnot. But like, I mean, look at basketball. You're just like dribbling a little ball like back and forth on a court, trying to like put it in a hoop. That's like a childhood thing. Yeah, like trying to define like what is and is not a childhood or like an adult hobby versus a child hobby is just, I don't know. I think it's like fruitless. The save at least like combat sports. I would say combat sports is like combat sports and gambling are probably adult hobbies, and that's about it. Like, I mean, I could probably make a list if I actually thought about it. Like, or anything like STEM related, like science, technology, what is it, engineering, math, anything along those lines are adult hobbies. But the connotation that goes along with that is that they're like really hard and they're really boring, but not really. Once you get into it, trying to figure out like an adult sport. Like I guarantee you the people that are saying get an adult hobby are the same people that if you place a magnifying glass on them, you could 100% find some childlike things that they're doing, and they are clearly would not be a saint.
And all of a sudden I have to get into bird watching and train models. Like, what? Why do I have to switch that switch on? I'm gonna play video games and watch cartoons until I die, Ellie. Why don't you go down to the local...
Yeah, fuck you, Ellie. I'm gonna play video games and yeah, fuck you.
Community center to learn how to paint so you don't take up your time making mean comments on my videos. Why am I not surprised he's a Disney adult? Okay.
That's 1.8K up thumbs. Oh my god, Stoneface. Damn. Roasted.
More than the first one. A lot of people said that. A lot of people said I look like a Disney adult. I don't what does that mean? What characteristics are that? Is it because I'm a little soft? Both physically and mentally? Is it because I obviously can't win a fight by any metric? What are the parameters of looking like a...
Oh no, if you live in America, you just get a gun and then anybody can win a fight. Everything is equal.
Disney adult. Like seriously, comment. I'm not doing comment bait, but I'm genuinely curious. What does a Disney adult look like? And don't bring up the gums thing. I already did that. That was something different. You lost me when you said you'd hit a child, bro. For sure. I mean, I don't remember saying I'd hit a kid in the first video, but I can definitely see myself saying that.
Damn, so I'm gonna have to go back and watch the first video. Did he say he'd hit a kid?
I'm just gonna go on good faith. But listen, let's not take the moral high ground, my guy. I would never hit a kid of my own or someone else's kid, but you're gonna act like you've never fantasized about it? Like you're at Olive Garden?
Oh yeah, everybody has fantasized about hitting a kid that's acting stupid in public. Oh, 100%. And even then, most parents condone hitting their kids. So yeah, for whatever reason, if the kid is like acting up either at home or in public, depending on the temperament of the parent or whatever, I would say more likely that they are more likely to hit their kid than not, which is like weird to me.
And the kids jumping up and down in the booths and being a nuisance. You never thought about taking your dinner plate and throwing it.
Yeah, and besides, most people will probably not admit to that because it's like, it's a taboo to say that, oh my god, I wish I could just fucking, just like, destroy this kid. Like, just shut up. Yeah, people will not say that in public.
At their head like some kind of porcelain frisbee? Is that just me? I hope that's not just me. God, am I a bad person? Damn, the divorce really hit Mickey hard, huh? Fuck you. I'm 86% sure Tug has a stiffy. Okay, well, I was wearing the Mickey costume in that one. Those pants were thin. Don't look at my junk. The last time I went, I got diarrhea. Well, you probably rocked the King Dog if I had.
Yeah, that's probably from all those like wonky foods. It's probably most likely from that fucking pickle shake.
And finally, I like the bits when you're talking about violence against people who annoy you. That is relatable. That's a little worrying.
Yeah.
That seemed like you're looking for an excuse. But you seem so tiny and insecure out of character. Not that it's impossible for you to do damage, but I bet you get nervous telling waitresses your order is incorrect and just eat the wrong order.
Oh my god. Oh my god, that's so fucking funny. That comment is fucking gold. How does that only have 2 up thumbs? Oh my god.
But I bet you get nervous telling waitresses your order is incorrect and just eat the wrong order. New videos every Saturday and Wednesday. Thank you for watching. Tune in next week and remember, the mouse always wins. I'm very proud of that one. That was an accident.
This is super scary.
Okay.
50% of...
Oh my god.
Oh, but Tuck.
This shit was too fucking funny. Oh my god. I'm about to crack a tear on that last part, dude. But yeah, Disney's fucking expensive. That's more or less why I don't go to Disney or anything like that. It's just too fucking expensive, dude. Like, yeah. And then plus on top of it, like, there's the whole Disney isn't making good movies, so I don't want to support the amusement part, or I don't want to support the company in general by going to their amusement park, even if I did have, you know, some excessive or expendable money or whatever, I still wouldn't support them. Yeah, those people do exist, but damn, this shit was fucking funny, dude. Yeah, yeah. You know, I love watching Big T vids. They're fucking funny, and can't wait to see the next one. All right, till the next one, guys. I'll catch you on the next one. Peace. Jesus, I fucked that up.